Yo, what's up, y'all? We back again. Y'all know what time it is. Kennel training. Like always. Trying to stay up out the crazy hallways. Stay away from catching all days. Shit, we trying to get away. Ain't that a maze? This gonna be a quick fix today. My motherfucker, everything low. My battery low. I ain't bringing my charger. I don't believe I did. No, I didn't. So we just gonna do a quick one today. How y'all doing? My name Timothy Hooch. I'm out of Platinum Paws, the CEO and founder of Platinum Paws. We specialize in bullies and barbers. We do remote breeding, we do training, and if it's anything you would like to teach your dog that you have a problem with, this might be where you can come and get the answer. And more than likely, this is where you can come and get the answer. So in the comments, if it's something you need to know, want to know, just let us know. And we'll do our best to answer you. And you know, so, or you can click the button below and check out the free videos. We're doing a lot of, we got a lot going on. We got scholarship programs that could help you out a lot if you're trying to teach a dog certain things. If there's any special techniques you're trying to learn for your dog, or you want to train your dog, teach your dog how to sit, or you want to kennel train them. Because I know a lot of times puppies, when they come home, you know, they gotta be trained. And a lot of times it's good to actually kennel train them, because that's a very needed type of training when you have brand new puppies. So if you need help kennel training your dog, you probably came to the right place. A lot of people don't like to see dogs in kennels, which is understandable. But when you have a brand new puppy and you want to go home and go to sleep at night, that puppy can be woke all times of the night. And he can keep the house woke, or she can keep the house woke all times of the night. So it's good when you can make your dog go into the kennel and relax without being stressed out, without barking all night, you know. So you definitely came to the right place, because here at Platinum Paws, we don't just train dogs. We don't just sell dogs. We train them. We save them. We relocate them. Just about everything you would like your dog to know or do. It's just a place for you to actually really learn, regardless of how it looks to you. You know, regardless of if you agree or don't agree with the keeping of these dogs here. That's understandable. But it don't got nothing to do with you learning how to have your dog trained to go in the kennel when need be. So, first thing I always tell people is anytime you put your dog into the kennel, before you leave them, and most of the time really, as soon as you put your dog into a kennel, you should always have a treat for him. You should always reward him when you putting him into his staying place. You always give him a reward, and you always give him high praise. And depending on what you want your dog to do the most, is when depends on what rewards you give them, what praise you give them. If you want your dog, if you feel like it's more important for your dog to sit down than it is for him to lay down, when he sit down, give him a better treat than you give him for when he lay down. Now, to me, when kennel training, that's like one of the most hardest trainings to do, is to get your dog to a point to where your dog just go in the kennel on his own without you having to threaten him and yell at him and throw stuff at him. You know the stuff people do when they get mad at dogs. If that's what's the most important to you and what you dealing with your pet, then you want to give them a much more bigger of a reward. You want to reward them well. You want them to know that he done exactly what you wanted him to do. And you want him to know that he done a good job. And you always want your dog to be happy with you. So that's where the reward come in at. The reward comes in that, you know, giving them a reward. A reward comes in that you want to keep your dog happy with what they doing for you. And always know and understand one thing about a dog. A dog loves to serve his master or her master. When you raising your dog, you're training your dog in the right manner. If you look at me and you look at a lot of my videos, you will see my dogs in kennels, like especially this time of the night, because where I'm at, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So if I had to get up and go to work in the morning, I would need my dog to lay down and go to sleep at night. But in order to get him to do that, especially a puppy that has no training, you have to really be consistent with them. Meaning, you should probably spend 20 minutes a day walking them in and out the kennel, in and out the kennel, in and out the kennel. Because if you keep doing that and you stay consistent, what he's gonna do is you're gonna let him off or drop his leash when you bring him in, and he's gonna just go straight into the kennel. You know, because that's what you've been teaching them. And another thing to remember is that dogs are very systematic. They're used to systems. A dog knows the time. You know, he don't know he's not gonna tell you it's 11 o'clock. But a dog knows when the sun come up. You know, when the sun go down. A dog knows that for somehow they know, like this the time of the day that you always bring them in around now, you know, or you always let them out around now. So he's gonna know when that time comes. As long as you sticking to your system, he gonna know that, okay, it's that time. Let me go into my kennel. And a lot of people use different words. And then if you got more than one person in your household that interacts with the puppy or the dog, y'all all want to use all of the same commands. You can't tell the dog go in the house when you want him to go in the kennel, and then your son or your daughter, or your husband or a wife tells the dog, get in your cage. You know, that's not a good technique. And that's a lot of time. A lot of people do that. I've seen that a lot. And that be one of the biggest corrections that I always teach people, is to use the same command. Because if not, everything you doing with them is going to be in vain, because the next person is going to ruin what you've been teaching them. So, you don't want that. You don't want to make it hard for your dog to learn. You want it to be simple, and you want it to be easy. Some dogs are stubborn. Some dogs are way more stubborn than others. And so, when you dealing with a situation of that matter, a stubborn dog, it's really important that everybody be on the same, level. Everybody using the same commands. Everybody's doing the same, going at the same time. Because then also, at times, when you got your dog on the system and you just happen to take the dog out at a different time, or you just do a simple change for the day, then you won't even give your dog a command for that, which I would recommend the command being at that point. I call it with my dog free, or free time. And he knows exactly what that means. He knows that we finna go outside, or you know you gonna eat early, or you gonna take an earlier walk. But they understand that. So, you know, they know that they don't have to go into the kennel at that time no more right then. They know they don't have to walk in when you drop the leash. They know that they don't have to actually walk into the kennel because you let them know free time. And these dogs really understand this stuff, see. As long as you teach them and you being consistent. And even then, once you done all that, the most important part to training that I tell everybody is when you get done for that 20-minute training, 15-minute training, you put them in the kennel anyway for at least 20 to 30 minutes so that his training will soak in. So he'll know that the last thing he done was, you know, had a training session to come in and out of the kennel or whatever you was training them to do at that time. And the only time you start training your dog a new command or a new, new command or whatever you would like to call it, the only time that you start on something new is when they got the last thing you taught them down pat. You don't want to try to teach your dog too many things at one time. That's another mistake that people make a lot. They try to take the dog and teach him, several things, and they don't even have to be several things, but just plainly try to teach him or her more than one thing at one time. That's a mistake. That's a don't do. You don't do that. You don't never just jump straight to another command and the dog hasn't fully learned the command y'all been working on. And when you follow these simple methods, it really makes training fun and it makes training easy. It makes training enjoyable to you because you seeing progress. And when you seeing progress, then progress always make a person feel good, If you work with your child on his math and you work with him diligently and then he comes home and brings you a math test and he passed the math test, how many of us be happy about that? We'd be happy and we might say, boy, I had to work with him and work with him and work with him, but he finally got it. Then that make you proud of your child. Same thing goes with your dog. The first time a puppy sit down and he wasn't sitting down at first, the first time you get him to sit down, it's a good time. It's a good moment. It's a happy moment. You like, hey, you could get to calling people and telling them, hey, I got my dog to sit down. You be calling the whole damn neighborhood like, hey, man, I got him to sit down. And it's going to make you feel good. So if that's what you like, then you take these right steps and handle these, and handle this in the rightful manner that I'm telling you. That's what you gonna get. You gonna feel a sign of relief. You gonna feel like working more with him because he did what you told him to do. He did it, and he did it right, and so now what that do is that make you say, now I'm finna teach him how to do this, or I'm finna make him cold. That's what that do. And then then next thing you know, you'll be ready to go get another dog. You like, shit, this shit easy. Or even better than that, you get ready to make it a business, and you set yourself up to make some money off of it because the dog did what you wanted them to do, and it was easy. A lot of people really don't know how easy it is to train a dog if you take your time. And then the best thing about it is this. Once you get your dog to do the first thing for you, you know how you gonna be happy because he did it. He gonna learn, damn, my master like this. And he gonna start looking at you like, hey, what you want me to do? Every time you wake up, he gonna be looking at you like, hey, what you want me to do? To the point where you gonna be like, I want you to go sit down and chill. And go relax. And stop, I'm trying to watch my show. And then they gonna be laying all across your feet, and anytime you move, they gonna be trying to lay. They gonna be trying to lay down and fit in, especially a big dog. If you got a big dog, he gonna be trying to lay down in the smallest spaces. And you gonna be like, now why would you go and crawl up in this little small space? And you know you can't fit right there. And the answer is gonna be simple. Because he wanna be or she wanna be around their master. So now, the same way you teach a dog how to sit down, you teach them how to lay down as well. And when I'm saying this, what I mean is, when I say that, I explain to people this. With the dog body, okay? When you're looking at scientific facts of the dog's body, okay? If a dog head go a certain way, or body go a certain way, the rest of his body gon' go in whatever direction it goes in. Like, for instance, when you training a dog to sit down, you want to take your hand and put your hand over his head. And when you put your hand over his head, what that causes to do is that makes the dog look up. And when he looks up, that makes his butt go down. Because that's a scientific fact. When he look up, butt down. That's how you teach your dog how to sit down. Okay? Or when your dog take it upon himself to sit down on his own, then you still give him a treat. But you also always make sure that you put a name with the command. You don't just see him sitting down and give him a treat and say good boy, because he may not necessarily know what he just done to get that treat. So you tell him good sit, and you want to say it, a couple of times, because it can be times to where you could have told him to sit 1,000,000 times and he didn't sit, but then finally he just sit down on his own, and that's when you telling him, good sit. Then it's gonna be like, okay, he gonna relate what he doing to the word sit. And and then another thing, when you training your dogs, another good training method is you train your dog for 4 weeks with treats, and then you train your dog for 4 more weeks without treats. If you do that, after your first 4 weeks, give me 1 second, because if y'all been following me, y'all know whenever I get the food bowl and get the food out, they gonna make noise. Anytime you got more than 1 dog, anytime you got a pack, anytime you got a pack of dogs, when it comes to feeding time, they gonna make noise. You can't do nothing about it. That's one of the loudest times for a dog. It's feeding time. They gonna bark, they gonna holler, they gonna scream, they gonna do all they gonna make sounds that you ain't know they can make. So don't let that depress you. Don't let that hold you down thinking that you ain't doing something right. That's a dog. Dogs gonna do that. They always gonna make noise doing feed time. So you have to get used to that. That's normal. But now, and then after you teach them your first thing, which commonly always normally be to sit down. That's mostly the first thing a lot of people teach their dogs. And then when you teaching your dog to sit down, and sitting down is a good thing, actually is a good first thing to teach them, even though, like to me, that's like the first half and half. For me, it's half and half because with me, the first thing I teach the dog mostly is the word stop or the word no, because that's identified with control. You want to be able to control your dogs, but now it's certain things that you just ain't gonna have control of, and more than likely you will see it or you done seen it in my videos. You probably finna see it. I know you finna actually see it here in a second because I'm finna let Bubble Eye in. And when Bubble Eye come in, he got a mindset already I'm gonna argue and bark with colors. Or I'm gonna argue and bark with Little Boy Blue. That's just his mentality. And I will say like that was a lot of that was my fault because I used to think that it was funny or I thought it was hilarious for the dogs, you know, to be barking at one another like you know, because I figured I was looking at it like this makes them tough, even though I already knew how to train dogs at the time when I did that to them. I still done it. And I shouldn't have done it. But I make my dogs, I make them guard dogs. I breed for they work. First of all, they working dogs, but the work they do is guard. That's what I teach my dogs. I teach my dogs how to guard. Okay? That's like my specialty. And when it comes to guarding, I start training the dogs how to guard at, 1 week old, 2 weeks old. I train them how to be guard dogs from that young. And all I do is, when they mother have them, I may bring a person around. I may bring a person around and let him, look at the puppies. And everybody know that mama, any type of animal that have babies are gonna be overprotective for the most part, unless you just got a super well-tempered dog. And normally, no matter what kind of dog it is, if it's a stranger, until they get a certain trust, period, they gonna try to protect their young. A squirrel do it, raccoons do it, rabbits do it, birds may try it, but the whole thing is all of them are small animals and they even do it. So ain't too many dogs smaller than a bird. So if them dogs can do it, if them birds can do it, then more than likely your dogs can do it, regardless of what type of dog it is. So that's how I started my dogs off being protective dogs and little bitty puppies. I bring them around, I bring people around, and the mama dog, she gonna growl, she gonna warn the individual to don't come no closer. And while she doing that, the puppies are gonna be sitting there taking it all in. Even though they small, still sucking on the titty, they gonna take it in. And so that's why you will hear a lot of dogs, when they be real small puppies, you will hear a lot of them growling and making noise, because they heard they mamas doing it. And they ain't gonna do nothing but copy right after they mamas. And they gonna do what they see they mamas doing. So it's expected for, your dog to do it. But now, it can also become overwhelming, because depending on the dog and depending on the dog's mama, how much and how far she goes with the growling and barking herself, because some just go off. And if you got a dog that just goes off, then 9 times out of 10, you don't have to start training that puppy at that young of an age to be a guard dog. But now, in the midst of all that going on, you also gotta pet your dog. You gotta pet them a lot. You gotta love them, pet on them, and bond with them. And the best bonding to me sometimes is giving your dog a bath when they puppies, or feeding them out your hand. You want to do things like that, because what that do is that builds a trust with the dog to you. It builds a trust. It makes the dog, trust you and do what it is you want them to do. Because believe it or not, a lot of times dogs have hard times trusting even their owners, especially when they had their very first litters. Your first litter, when it's your first litter out of dog, it's your dog's first experience. Some dogs take it and have it naturally, and they do good. A lot of times, and a lot of dogs, they'll do cool, but they won't do as well as they should have done. Because you might lose a puppy or two from them smashing the puppy. And they didn't try to smash the puppy. They didn't try to smash. I mean, I ain't gonna say they didn't try. They will actually try to smash the puppy, because sometimes they feel like they don't have enough. They don't have enough. They don't have enough breast. They don't have enough titties to feed all the puppies. you know, they may not have enough nipples, and they may have more puppies than they got nipples. So they will try to eliminate. They will try to eliminate some of the puppies so they can have enough room or enough nipples to breastfeed all the other ones at one time. But sometimes a dog, some dogs be natural and they know how to rotate their puppies, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't know how to rotate their puppies. I'm finna let this crazy dog in, so y'all probably gonna hear a lot of noise for a second. But that's because he always want to fight. He already pushing in now. Get over there. Come on. Go there. See what I'm saying? Let me show you. He a nut. Now watch this. He gonna go right to eating. Then he gonna go back to barking. Watch him. He gonna go back to acting crazy. Well, he did a good job, but I'm pretty sure he ain't done yet. He'll be back to make some more noise here shortly. But like I was saying, so you know, a lot of times your female having her first litter is like it's a lot on her. But Mother Nature also kicks in and they start catching on to it. They catch on to it and they start taking care of their business like they supposed to. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But a lot of times you gotta help them. A lot of times you gotta help. You gotta help their mother get everything off of the puppies, and sometimes you may even have to help with the umbilical cords, but most of the time they can do it all on their own just through Mother Nature. But just in case you don't have a dog that knows how to do everything through Mother Nature, then that's where it's important for your studies to kick in at, because you will be able to see that she needs help or she don't understand something. And it's important to really know that, because what'll happen is if she having difficulties figuring it out, sometimes they'll kill all their puppies. When they having them difficulties and it's hard and they not figuring it out fast as they need to, it can actually lead to them killing. They'll kill all their puppies sometimes. So if he needs help and you know it, if she needs help, you gotta be able to look at, come on y'all, going outside. Go now, let's go. Go, get back. Go. Hey. So you know, sometimes. Watch out. Whoa. So you know, sometimes. Hey man. Hey, chill out. Chill out. Cut that shit. Cut it. I said cut it. Cut it. Bubble out. Stop. Bubble out. Bubble out. Stop. Hey, sit down. Stop. Sit down. Sit, boy. Sit. Sit. Sit, boy. Come on. Sit. Sit, boy. Bubble out. Sit. Sit down. Bubble out. Sit. Hey. Hey. Sit down, man. Hey, look. Right here. Come here. Bubble out. Sit down. Sit down. And stay sit. And stop all that damn noise. Shut up. Stop. I said stop. I said stop. Hey, stop. Come, little boy Blue. Shut it up. Shut up. And you be quiet too. Chill out. And they gonna go right back to it, cause they just this what I'm telling y'all. This what caused all this friction right here was a bad beginning because I moved a little too fast when I first had these puppies. And not even when I had these puppies, what I did was I had two females, and I got them both. I made it both of them. They both went in the heat at the same time. So I ended up getting both of them pregnant. And to me, after the long run, what I did was I made a mistake because I didn't have a financial plan in place. I didn't have a distribution plan in place. I just was like, okay, I'm gonna get on Facebook and I'm gonna sell my dogs, you know, and I'm gonna go to YouTube or whatever, and I'm gonna sell my dogs. And that was a mistake. That was my biggest mistake because I was just looking at how much money I would be able to make off of these dogs because everybody was into the dog game. And so, you know, I'm just looking at, you know, how much money these dogs bring instead of looking at things in a logical manner and thinking like, okay, everybody ain't gonna be able to afford these expensive dogs. That was one thing I did right there wrong. I didn't look at it to think like I was thinking just like somebody out of all the people in the world, it's gonna be enough of them to where they gonna buy all these dogs. And then I also knew that the dogs that I was gonna breed was gonna bring me some top-notch puppies. I knew that. That was gonna bring me some good puppies, some beautiful puppies. But I didn't tell myself about the money part of it. I didn't think about the fact that everybody can't afford thousands of dollars of dogs. And a lot of people, even the people that can afford it, a lot of people, you know, they manage their money properly, and a lot of people gonna tell you, I'm not spending those thousands of dollars on no dog. It takes a real dog lover, or some people don't be dog lovers and they buy them, but them people be hustlers, and they looking at at it as an investment, while others are going to say people that don't, mismanage their money or got stuff to do with their money other than that, they ain't gonna be the ones that's gonna put their money into a dog that easy. They might be like, hey, my light bill coming next week, or I know my mortgage finna come. They know the stuff that they gotta do with their money. So everybody is not a lot of people ain't gonna mismanage their money. And that ain't even really mismanaging your money. It's just, everybody ain't gonna pay all that money for a dog. And that same person, you can say, okay, here, I'm gonna let you have a dog. And then that person will be like, okay, and then they'll hurry up and take the dog. They'll even call you 100 times to ask you when can they come and get the dog. But they not gonna spend their money. They not gonna spend their money on no dog. If you understand what I'm saying, they not gonna spend that amount of money on no dog. But if you call them and tell them, man, I'm gonna let you have a dog, then they gonna hurry up and call you and want to come and get the dog. And you can't be mad at a person about that, because if they got stuff to do with their money, they got stuff to do with their money. And then on top of, little girl, would you stop? Miss Mulatto, stop. And then on top of spending thousands of dollars on a dog, they also know that they gotta feed that dog and vaccinate them and worm them, and they gotta take care of them. It costs money to take care of them. A dog ain't cheap, especially when you don't know what to do, or you don't know how to do certain things to keep the price down. If you don't know how to vaccinate the dog, then that's another expense. And if you a person that gotta go to the vet and get it done, a vet, they gonna tell you all these different things that your dog needs. They gonna tell you all these different things that your dog needs. And before you walk out of there, you might have a $300 vet bill. You might have a $400 vet bill. But a lot of vets, what they do nowadays is they will tell you, okay, if you just want to pay for the vaccinations and the worming them and the rabies shot or whatever, they might say, okay, it's going to cost you $400. And you like, whoa, $400. And that's how much they want. But then you let them see that you make their face like, shit, I don't know about that. Then what they gonna do is, they gonna say, well, what we can do is, we got a program for pets to where you can put $100 down and you can pay us, $50 a month to sign up for the program. And that sounds a lot cheaper and a lot better, but the catch to that is they gonna make you sign a 12-month contract. So you're gonna give somebody $50 for 12 months. Now, if you gave somebody $50 for 10 months, that's $500. So 2 more months gonna turn into $600. And of course, like we said, $600 in a year seems better than $400 right there on the spot, because you only giving them an extra $200, and then you only giving it to them, and you get a whole year to give it to them. So that might seem better for you, and a lot of people take that option, but still at the same time, that's a lot of money, because a person like me, I know how to go to certain pet stores, and I know how to buy the vaccination myself and just come home and vaccinate the dog on my own. Give the dog the worm on my own, and then I'll only be out of $40 versus being out of $600. And it's because it's not hard to do it. It ain't hard to vaccinate. It's not hard to vaccinate a puppy, y'all. It's way easier. If you know somebody that got diabetes and they have to take an insulin shot, it's the same thing. It's just like giving somebody their insulin shot. It's just a dog. But it ain't totally exactly the same, but it's not no hard. It's fairly easy. But when it comes to doing that, when it comes to giving dogs shots and things of that nature, now it's certain principles that you really do want to know, because now you can do something wrong and you can damage the dog. So you want to know what you're doing before you do it. But like I just said, at the same time, it's still easy. And it's simple things that you just want to make sure that you don't do, so you don't mess up your dog. Like when you giving a dog a shot, when you giving a dog a vaccination with a needle, you wanna make sure that there's no air in the needle. You know what I mean? You wanna make sure that don't no blood come back out the needle. It's just certain simple measures that you gotta take. And long as you take those, it's a walk in the park to get done. It's not hard and it's not costly as people think. It's just a lot of people don't know how to do it. But if you go on YouTube and you follow certain steps, then you can learn how to do it. And then it don't be a problem. And once you do that, and you see and figure out how easy it is, you can start doing it to, on the side to put a few dollars in your pocket, because it's that simple to do. So, it's a lot of things, it's a lot of different, techniques when it comes to dealing with dogs. It's a lot of simple techniques that's really easy to handle. And you will have a healthy dog. It's just like, I tell people all the time, yesterday, if you go back and watch the live video from yesterday, I showed people certain products to use on your dog to make sure that the dog is healthy. Like yesterday, I went over giving the dog penicillin. You can give your dog penicillin, and you can make sure that when you give them penicillin, that'll make sure that the dog don't have no infections in his body. It's a prevention from your dog getting sick. That's what the penicillin is for. It's for prevention. It'll prevent your dog from getting ill. Okay? And then people will say, well, I'm not a veterinarian. I can't get penicillin. And well, I understand that. And that's so true. And I know that, I know whoever answered that in that form, I will agree with you, because we are not veterinarians, and we can't just get penicillin and give it to the dogs. But I'm going to show you something, and I'm going to let you know that ain't true. Okay? You don't have to be a veterinarian to learn certain things or to get certain things either all the time. Now, if first thing you want to do, if your dog seems to have some type of infection, or, so he might have spots on his skin or anything like that that's coming from something, then first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your dog don't suffer from no type of allergies. Okay? And after you figure out that he don't have no allergies, then that's when you want to that's when you know the different things you can give your dog. Okay? That's when you can start giving your dog different home remedies. because you can't hold nobody responsible if you take it among yourself to give your dog your own home remedies. Like if you take them to the vet and they give them something and they kill them, then you can hold them responsible because they the one that treated your dog. But when you doing it yourself, you can't hold nobody responsible. So you just gonna lose a dog, or you gonna have a sick dog, and you gonna end up having to take your dog to the vet. And then you gonna end up coming out of more money. So the first thing you always want to do is you want to make sure your dog don't have no type of allergies and is not allergic to certain things. Okay? But once you figure that out, you got two different things you can use on your dog to make your dog, to get rid of infections in the dog. You got two different avenues you can take, okay? You got, like what I just said, you got penicillin is one, and then you have amoxicillin, that's two. Now, amoxicillin is normally a little cheaper than penicillin. So, depending on your money, you know, some people gonna go with what's the cheapest, and some people gonna go with just what's the best. To me, I go with penicillin. Before I started this video, I just gave the two black dogs. My dog with the cherry eyes, I just gave him 500 milligrams of penicillin. And I also gave Miss Mulatto, my other black female, 500 grams of penicillin before I started the video, okay? So, now, since we ain't vets and we can't go and get prescriptions and put in for prescriptions for, you know, amoxicillin or penicillin, what you want to do is you want to go to your local fish store. I don't think Petco sell it. I don't think PetSmart sell it either, because I called both of those at one time and I checked to see if they sold it, and they didn't sell it. So you can't go to them. You're gonna have to find like a private, you're gonna have to find like a private little small pet store that's in your area, or you might be able to Google it, or you may be able to find it online. I'm not sure. But if you look good enough and just look for a fish store, people that got fish and sell fish and fish tanks and things, that's who you want to go to get this stuff from, okay? Because what it is they have penicillin and they have amoxicillin that you put in the bottom of the fish tank in order to keep the water clean. You know, you want to go there to the fish stores because they have penicillin. They sell the penicillin in order to keep your fish tanks clean and keep the allergies and things of that nature out of your fish tank, out the fish tanks. And y'all, when this video stopped, it's because my battery went dead. But, so, they use penicillin, like I said, and they use amoxicillin to keep the allergies and things out the fish tank and keep the fish tank clean. And this stuff even safe enough for people to use. If I feel like I'm getting a cold or something like that, I'll break off a half one and I'll take it myself. I'm just being honest. But it's the only place you can get this stuff from without prescriptions. And it's the same thing as the doctor gonna give you. It's just a, it's just a thing that's gonna clean your system up. That's all it is. It's an antibiotic that's gonna clean your system up. And and it's safe for dogs to use. And if you got a big dog, a large dog, we'll say 100 pounds and bigger, you want to give them 1,000 milligrams. Like my big dogs, I give them 1,000 milligrams. These little dogs, I give them 500 milligrams. And you can see every dog in here alive and healthy, and they all just took one yesterday. And now, before my phone go dead again, I'm gonna give you one last thing for y'all to know, so you can know this too. You can use horsewormer. It's called Ivermectin. You can go get Ivermectin, and you can use Ivermectin for your dogs, but you gotta give them a very, very, very small dosage, like enough that just go on your fingernail. I saw people snort that shit like that. That's how much you want to put on your fingernail if you giving them to a dog 50 pounds and less, because it'll kill them. But now, what Ivermectin does, it prevents heartworms. It don't just kill the worms, it prevents heartworms. Because, heartworms is hard to cure. But now, if your dog already got heartworms, you can't give it to him because it'll kill your dog then. Because they already got worms in the heart. I can't explain why or how it'll kill them, but from my studying and from my understanding, if they have heartworms, it'll kill them. So you don't want to give it to them to kill heartworms. You want to give it to them to prevent heartworms. But now, it'll also kill any worm in their body. As long if they got any other kind of worms or anything in there, it'll kill it dead. And it'll kill it immediately. And it's way better than any dog wormer you could buy. You want it, they got it in paste, and they got it in a clear gel, and it comes in like a syringe. I don't have no box in here, it's in the house. But that's what you want to use to worm your dog. And dog wormer, if you're giving them pills sometimes they cost about $100. But you can go get horse wormer for $14. And you can go get one tube and it'll worm. I got for, let me see what I got, 6, 7. I got 11 dogs here. And I got a couple of more dogs somewhere else. I could get that horse wormer for $13. And it'll worm each one of these dogs 2 or 3 times. For $13. And it works perfect. My big dog that y'all see, Diego, he been on it his whole life. He been on it forever. They been on it since they got a little older. Once they had hit a year, I started worming them with it. I don't recommend you give it to no small puppy. Even though I just did the I wormed the pit bull mixed with a bull master, and he growing good now, and he beautiful. But you cannot give it to. I wouldn't recommend giving it to no real little dog because it's so strong. And just me, I don't want to be responsible for killing nobody's dog. So what I do is I let them get a little older most of the time, and I give it to them. So but it works. It works, and it's beautiful. It works good. It works great. Because, once I got the dog adopted out and we got him a family and the reports we get on him is, he's doing wonderful. Then I also had taught a police officer that works at the store that do security at Sam's. I taught him about the penicillin because his dog had some problems, and he came back to me and he was happy as all outdoors because it healed his dog. It healed his dog, and because he didn't know, he ain't know he was ready to give up on the dog. But when I taught him that, he said the dog eating good, the dog eating full bowls of food now. So it was a good thing. And like if I was to make a call and check on, if I made a call and checked on a dog that I've used worm on, and wanted to see what they'd say. Let's see, I know it's kind of late, but the guys I know, they be up. A lot of times it ain't nothing but, what time is it? Oh, it's 2:15 in the morning. I ain't know it was that late. So yeah, he might not be up. Hello? 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 Yeah, that guy, man, he probably sleep, man. I know he probably wondering what I'm calling him this late for. And then if I ask him about a dog, he really gonna be like, man, what the hell wrong with you? And I'll be like, man, I just want to know what's up with the dog. What's the last thing you know?
Hello, we are not available now. Please call again. Thank you for your call. Hello.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
I'm just making it. Just
Oh.
chilling.
Hey, man, how that bull master and that pit bull doing?
Oh, he gone, man.
I know he adopted out. But
Yeah,
I'm talking
I
about
think he's doing all right.
I'm talking about health wise.
Yeah, I think he got big. I ain't seen him. I didn't see him, but I think he got big.
Okay, when I did what I did for him, did it work?
Yep. Oh yeah, it gave him energy.
It did.
Yeah, he used to lay down all the time. He used to lay down and shit. Yeah, this shit gave him some energy. He got moving around and jumping and shit. Yeah, that shit worked.
Yeah, that's cool. But it ain't make them sick or kill them or nothing like that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And then
No, he,
I did it for the other dog too. How he doing? Cause I know he's still around.
yeah, nephew got him. He probably coming back when my brother come back. Probably gotta go get him.
Oh yeah, how he been doing though?
Oh yeah, he cool. He good.
Okay.
Yeah, he good. Yeah, he good.
Cause you know, with him being around that other dog, if that one dog had worms, then you know he would have had it too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well, I say it too, yeah.
so then that really worked out for him.
Yeah, so
That,
appreciate it, bro. Yeah, it worked out great for him.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, cause I just wanted to know, cause I know once he had got adopted out, I know we were supposed to do some follow-ups and check on him. So if you get a chance, man, I want you to check on him and let me know how he doing, man. Okay?
All right. Oh yeah, yeah. Nephew called.
Cause
He doing all right.
he know where the other dog right across the street, right?
You know, the other dog is down
I
there where
mean,
he
well,
used to
he in
stay at.
Page there. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, right in his old street. Yeah,
yeah.
across the street.
Yeah, cause I just wanted to know, cause I remember when we had got him adopted out, and I know he had left. I knew that.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember when you called me, it was like, man, cause you remember we was gonna let Dirty get him, and he ain't never come to get. We had two people that was supposed to come and get him. Remember?
Right. Yeah. And it was taking too long.
Yeah, they was taking too long, yeah. So, but he that's good, man. Man, I'ma get with you. I'll come over there, man, tomorrow. You off in the morning?
Yeah, I'm off. Yeah.
All right, I'm come
Yeah.
over there tomorrow, man, and get with you, man.
Okay.
I'll hit you when I get up, dog.
Okay.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so there you have it. Y'all heard it with y'all on earth. So he my partner probably forgot that I was a part of helping getting that dog adopted out. He probably wasn't tripping off of it. But you know, I understand shit. People have stuff on their mind. But the great thing was the dog got a good home, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But so you know, we gonna keep on doing what we do, and we gonna keep on pushing. And I actually got some dogs that I would love to rehome myself, but I'm just afraid that if I send them off, they not going it's gonna hurt them. It's gonna hurt them more than it's gonna help them, because they used to being with me. They ain't used to being nowhere else. And so that's my whole thing about rehoming some of the dogs that I got. I know it ain't gonna help them. It's gonna harm them mentally more than it's gonna help them, because they been with me so long that it's just not gonna sit right with them. They not gonna be acceptive of going to no new families. And I wouldn't care what you do with them. They just used to being with me. Because I know a lot of people see these dogs and they be thinking like, I'm cruel, I'm a piece of shit, I ain't right. But what they don't know is, if they went and watched the daytime videos, the videos that I do pre-recorded, they will see that these dogs go out in the daytime. They'll see that and they'll know that, but I can't make nobody go watch no videos. You know, I can't make you go watch the short videos. I can't make you go watch the live videos. I mean, the pre-recorded videos. I can't make y'all do that. So y'all will never know that these dogs actually get out a lot. But when it's bedtime, it's bedtime. And what I do at this time of night is, and my purpose for coming in here this late, is always to make sure that they got a clean bed to sleep in at night. That's why I do this, and that's why I come in here late at night like this, because I want to make sure they got a clean bed to sleep on at nighttime. I don't want them going to sleep in no bed that's not good. And then I feed them this time of night because I want them to, you know, sleep on a full stomach. That makes the dog sleep better. And it also causes a dog to grow, believe it or not. You know, we put on weight and we gain weight. We gain weight. We gain weight when we go to sleep. When we eat before we go to sleep at night, we gain a lot of weight. So, you know, that's the same thing with a dog. As long as they eating, if they eat before they go to sleep, they put weight on, and they hold their weight. You know, and then when they get up the next day, they full of energy and they full of run. They full of life. Like, see, I'm gonna let them in now. Hold on, let me see something, because I ain't opened this cage. Oh, no, yes, I did. I'm tripping. My bad. See, they finna come in right now. Check this out. You see him? See, he ready to eat. Come on. Come on. Get up there. Come here, boy. Come on. Come on. There you go. Good boy. Get up there and eat. Come on. Go eat. Come here. Hey, come here. Come on, boy. Come on. Hey, come here. Get in there. Come on. Come on, boy. Get in there. Come on. Get on in there. Come on. Come on, boy. Come on. Hey. Come on. Come on, boy. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Get on in there. Come on. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on, boy. Good boy. Come on. Get on in there. Yeah. Come on, man. Get on in there. Come on. Come on. Come here. Hey. Come on, man. Get on in there. Come on. Come on. Come on, boy. Get on in there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get in there. Come on. Come on. Get on in there. Come on, man. Come on. Get on in here. Come on, man. I done picked him up so many times. He's so used to being spoiled. I done spoiled him like a damn baby. So yeah, man, that's how that go. You know, I do what I do. I got a way I do things because that's just how I take care of my dogs. And these dogs they not no 24/7 cage dogs or none of that. All of them happy and healthy, and they own the money. They look good, you know, like little boy Blue right here. He one of my top bullies right here. This is, to me, I like his body. I like his definition. You see him going outside. You see where I'm at? Going out there. Go, get out there. You see what I'm saying? That's one of my top picks to me. That's one of my personal top picks, him and Colors. And then Miss Sinatra on the female side. He a male, so when I say top picks, I got categories, you know, female category, male category. And that's one of my top bullies in the male category. And come here, little girl. That's a fact, come on. And this right here is one of my top females. If you see her, can y'all see her? That's one of my top. This one of my top females. She's short, low to the ground, merle, different color eyes. Come on, come here. Come on, girl. Come on. Go on out there. Go. See what I'm saying? Them two right there. Get back. They actually are. Come here, little boy Blue. Come here. You see that? You see him? Come on, boy. I don't know if y'all can see her. There she go. See how she won't come back here? You see how she stand right there at the door, and she already done ate and everything. So she right there waiting on me. You see her? Little boy Blue, come here. Come here, boy. Little boy Blue. Come here. Oh, shit, they done took off. See, now, if I was to open this door, watch this. Come on. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on, puppies. Come on. Hey, let's go. Come on. There you go. See if I open this door. Come on, y'all. Come on. Little boy Blue using the bathroom over there. See, she's still right there. There you go. You see that? Come on, little boy Blue. Yeah, you see her. She You know what I'm saying? And I be telling people, because they be thinking these dogs don't go out. Them dogs got plenty of yard, man. And it be funny to me how people cast their judgment without using the better parts of their brains and saying, well, yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, almost 3 o'clock in the morning. They should be in their cage versus they should be out running around and in the damn yard. Boy, this shit got me losing, man. I'm losing major motherfucking beauty points, not getting my sleep at night. But anyway, man, so yeah, that's how that goes. So I really came today to show y'all more, so show y'all who I am on a professional level as well as a personal level. You know, I take care of my dogs, and I don't know how many people, I don't know if where you live at, if y'all got sounds or not, but market what they call a members mark. That's where I get my dog food from. I recommend members mark to people because, you know, they got nice protein numbers in their dog food, like 30. The maximum or the minimum is 30, or maximum crude protein is 30, and the fat is only 14. Now a lot of people want more fat. I don't do the fat in the dog food because I do the lean muscle. I don't want my dogs to, you know, have no bunch of fat on them, because I understand that make the dog look bigger, and I know that's why a lot of people do it, because it makes the dog look like he got, you know, he big. But a lot of people don't know that ain't right, and that ain't true. You don't want all that fat, because that don't make your dog look bigger. Lean muscle always make a person, an animal, anything look better than bulk muscle. You can take a person with lean muscle and he could weigh 150 pounds, but if he lean muscle, he gonna look like he weigh 200 pounds. Even if he don't, he gonna look like it, because he don't have no whole bunch of body fat. You know, he got lean muscle, so he gonna look like he weigh 200, you know, or something like that. So me, myself personally, I go for the lean muscle. I don't go for the fat. I go for the lean. And that's that's a good dog food to have. But people will tell you anything just to get a sale out you, just to get you to buy something out their store. They might not sell puppy chow, but they'll tell you puppy chow puppy chow is some crap. They'll tell you puppy chow is some crap. You know, because they don't sell it. To me, puppy chow is okay. And then, just depending on what you trying to get out your dog, puppy chow ain't bad at all. Pedigree ain't bad either. Ain't nothing. You can give your dog whatever. First of all, what people need to know is you can feed your dog whatever dog food you want to feed them. And it's going to work. It's all about how much of the food your dog can eat. See, now that's what makes the difference. Your dog ain't gonna get big if he don't eat, if he won't eat. And you know, a lot of dogs just ain't gonna eat. They only gonna eat so much kibble because it's kibble. Once they eat a big old bowl of it, they not gonna keep eating it because they done ate enough and they cool. But now, if you add something to that kibble that make it tasty, then now you can get them to eat the whole bag of it. You gonna put some chicken in it, or some chicken skin, or some chicken grease on it. He gonna eat more than he'd normally eat. And as long as you can get him to eat, and he got all his vaccinations in place, and he healthy, as long as you can get him to eat, sky's the limit on how much you can make him grow. But to me, I don't think you should do, you shouldn't make your dogs just obese. Because when you make your dogs obese, man, you taking away from their life. You taking away from how long that dog gonna live for. You know, you taking away from his life expectancy because you making them obese and you making them overweight. That's gonna make them lazy. That's gonna deter their movement and all of that. Because a good healthy dog, depending on the breed, a good healthy dog should live anywhere up to, maybe 14 years. Some dogs, I done seen dogs 19 years old, man. But like I said, it's all on the way and what you give your dogs to survive that long. You gotta give them what they need